I know that I've covered this topic before, but honestly, I really don't care because it's one of those things that deserves repetition. It's just that valuable. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 ways to grow your business from Jay Abraham and kind of my own insights and reflections on that. Here's the thing. This is one of those deceptively simple profit boosting ideas that, because it's so simple, like one of the things that happens is when people are new to marketing, to copywriting, to entrepreneurship, to business building, to all of that, they get excited about all these little tactical things that feel complex, that feel sophisticated, that feel cutting edge, that feel new, that for whatever reason stimulate their excitement. And it's easy for those same people who are more novice at this to just ignore the really important big things that, don't come across as nearly as sexy or as exciting, right? And this is one of those things. But then you deal with someone who's been in marketing and business in the industry for a long time, and almost like to the person, they will refer to ideas like this as the most consequential, most impactful, most profit generating, most revenue friendly, most like powerful ideas, right? And so I care way more what the people who have generated, 9 figures in revenue pay attention to than the people who are 9 months into marketing and business and are excited about, the newest hot thing, right? So I was reminded of this. I was on a call with Trey Llewellyn, who's built a 9-figure e-commerce company, right? 9 figures. That means over $100 million e-commerce. He launched the highest grossing funnel in ClickFunnels history. He did $30 million in sales in just 3 months on one funnel, one product. And this is the type of person where if they say XYZ topic is valuable, well, that's absolutely a topic that you want to pay attention to. And their credibility to be able to point out, yeah, this is the impactful thing, is through the roof. And so Trey was talking about having worked with Jay Abraham at one point, and Jay emphasizing, this 3 ways to grow a business. And I've had the good fortune of being in the room with Jay a couple times and learning from him, including at the Titans of Direct Response, which was the event where I wrote the copy for Brian Kurtz, and he brought together like many of the world's greatest direct response marketers for a one-time event to commemorate his mentor and boss, Marty Edelston. And it was another one of those events where you have these people who have generated collectively billions upon billions of dollars in direct response. And consistently, they were focusing on these deceptively simple profit boosting ideas. And one of them, that Jay consistently focuses on is this 3 ways to grow your business. So that's a lot of lead up. It's a lot of lead up to get into the topic. But honestly, I don't want you to shortchange this. So Jay Abraham's 3 ways to grow your business. This is fairly simple. It should be, you should cut a groove in your mind, like they cut a groove in records that will consistently play the same song over and over again. Cut a groove in your mind that the 3 ways to grow your business are to get more customers, spending more per transaction, and coming back more often. Get more customers, spending more per transaction, and coming back more often. And it's a fairly simple idea. Like I said, it's deceptively simple. But if you can consistently get more customers coming in the front door, spending more per transaction with your business, and coming back more often, that really is just a massive, massive force behind the growth of any business. And so going through one by one, getting more customers, you can actually break this down a little bit further. I've broken it down further in other places beyond what we're going to talk about in today's episode. But the way that you can think about this is you want more leads, right? Even before you have more customers, more leads. So doing things for lead generation, also doing things for lead capture. So lead generation is just bringing more people to you, right? But lead capture is getting more people to, for example, fill out that form on your website, right? So how can you more effectively capture the contact information of the people who have expressed some kind of interest in what it is that you're doing, right? So you want to get more leads, and that converts into more customers. Now, of course, just more leads generally with the same conversion rate will increase the number of people who become customers. But you can also convert more of your leads into customers through increasing your conversion rates. So having better copy, having better messaging, having better offers, having more offers, having better introductory offers, doing things to convert more of your leads and prospects into customers, and also doing more list marketing. So good direct marketers know that, that list of leads, even if they don't buy today, may be interested in buying from you in the future. And so you need to be consistently communicating with your list and giving them new opportunities to spend money with you in order to generate more customers. Now, spending more per transaction, like all of this, again, deceptively simple, but powerful when you apply it consistently. So spending more per transaction, one of the most fundamental things that you can do here, especially online, is to have more effective funnel strategies. And so a good marketing funnel will often have a sequence of multiple offers that are presented one after another. So someone commits to the first offer, and then you give them an opportunity to buy more from you, relevant product or service. It could be more of the same thing. It could be something that solves the next problem that's going to come up. It could be some complementary product. It could be, there's lots of things. It could be the next level of engagement. There's lots of different things that you can do with funnel strategy. But more generally, the idea of funnels is just an implementation of choosing to do upsells. So, somebody goes to McDonald's and they order a hamburger, you say, would you like fries with that? Or would you like to make that a meal, right? And those are innovations and upsells that go back decades that have been proven to work over and over again. What is the additional thing that someone would be likely to buy, right? Or cross sells. Okay, I bought this. I might also be interested in this. It's maybe not an addition to the initial product. It's something else that would also appeal to the people who buy the initial product, right? It's kind of, these are different ways to say the same thing, but they also represent different relationships that the customer has with the different product types, right? The main idea, though, is that once someone has bought from you once or is buying from you, there is a level of engagement and trust that predisposes them to doing more business with you, to buying more from you. And that can happen in that individual transaction. And if you're intentional about it, if you create offer tiers and you ascend people from one to the next, if they are interested in ascending from one level to the next, they're going to, on average, spend more per transaction. Now, an individual person, if there's offer 1, 2, and 3 in a sequence, an individual person may only buy offer 1. In fact, in many funnels, it's the majority of people who only buy offer 1. But then a strong minority of people also buy offer 2, and automatically you've increased your average per transaction value, cart value, whatever you want to call it, right? And so you need to look for opportunities to do that. And then coming back more often. This is about just continuing to market to your previous customers. And so this is things like, just having a lifetime marketing plan. Oftentimes this is integrated with your main list marketing strategy. So, you have a mix of prospects and past customers on an email list, and you can continue to market to them. You can also create dedicated offers for people who've bought one thing in the past, right? You can do things to keep people coming back year after year, right? And more specifically, you can create continuity and membership offers that bring people back automatically, that month after month or year after year, they are continued continuing to subscribe, continuing to be a member, continuing to be a part of a community that you run. And, this can happen in e-commerce. It can happen with, various product of the month type offers. It can happen with information products. It can happen in lots of different industries. Oftentimes, the most important question, and I come back to this often, is not, will this work for me, but how can this work for me, or how will this work for me, right? So you have to figure out how this can work for you. And then anything you can do to increase customer loyalty and retention, there's lots of different approaches here. One thing that retailers figured out is people with store branded credit cards come back more often. And to have that type of program just increase customer retention and customer loyalty. Now, the one thing is, like, a generic loyalty program is not necessarily going to increase loyalty. And so you have to think about how you can increase loyalty in a way that is just beyond, hey, you're a customer, therefore you are loyalty program, right? You have to make it worth people's while to come back more often. You have to make them interested in doing that, and being intentional about that is big. Now, a little bonus lesson here comes from Jay. When he talks about this, he often talks about this leading to geometric growth. And so the idea is that 1 + 1 + 1 is not actually equal to 3. When you have more customers spending more per transaction and coming back more often, what ends up happening is those customers, they because those are separate events, and those are events that happen in sequence, growing one grows on top of the previous, grows on top of the previous. It's like compound interest. So if you're getting 5% interest, well, the first year you go from 100 to 105, right? And then you get an additional 5% on top of that, which is a little bit more than 5. So it's 110 point whatever, right? And this compounding works the same. If you have more customers, if you have 10% more customers spending 10% more per transaction, that's actually more than a 20% increase. And I don't have the math in front of me to tell you that exactly what it is. But the idea is that these things build on top of each other, and you can create much faster growth than you might expect by spending a little bit of time, giving a little bit of attention to each of these 3 ways to growing your business. So my call to action for you at the end of this episode, again, is how can you use this? Ask yourself how this might apply to yourself, to your clients, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more content like this delivered to you. And if you would like to talk to me about how to grow your business, I do offer a free intro call for potential fractional CMO and copy chief clients, especially if you're in direct response marketing, if you're involved in financial marketing. That's like a double bonus. And I will include that link as the first link in the description for today's episode. I'm Roy Furr, this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.